Mugler, a name synonymous with avant-garde audacity and theatrical brilliance, wasn't just a fashion designer. He was a sculptor of the human form, a director of captivating runway spectacles, and a master of olfactory storytelling. His journey from a small-town French boy to a global fashion icon is a testament to the power of unbridled creativity and an unwavering commitment to pushing boundaries. Mugler's journey began in 1948, not amidst the bustling fashion capitals, but in the quaint French town of Strasbourg. His early years were steeped in the grace and discipline of dance, laying the foundation for an understanding of movement and the expressive potential of the human form that would later infuse his designs. In 1973, he took the leap from dancer to designer, launching his eponymous label in Paris. His debut collection, Café de Paris, was an electrifying manifesto, a potent cocktail of Parisian underground vibes and Mugler's own audacious vision. The 1980s and 1990s saw Mugler's star ascend to supernova status. His runway shows became legendary, not just for the clothes, but for their otherworldly theatricality. Robots glided alongside models, insects became dazzling haute couture accessories, and gravity-defying headdresses transformed the runway into a portal to a fantastical future. But beneath the spectacle lay the true genius of Mugler's vision, his pioneering use of futurism in fashion. He embraced bold, geometric silhouettes that seemed ripped from the pages of science fiction novels. His garments gleamed with metallics, shimmered with holographic fabrics, and incorporated unconventional materials like plexiglass and rubber, blurring the lines between fashion and technology. Mugler's futurism wasn't just about aesthetics. It was about pushing boundaries and challenging societal norms. His designs empowered women, celebrating their strength and sensuality with unapologetic confidence. He embraced diversity, featuring models of all shapes, sizes, ages, and ethnicities on his runway, a stark contrast to the homogeneity of the time. Mugler's influence transcended the catwalk. He designed costumes for iconic films like Blade Runner, his creations further blurring the lines between reality and the fantastical future he envisioned. His perfumes, like the iconic Angel with its gourmand notes, became olfactory testaments to his avant-garde spirit. In 2002, Mugler made the unexpected decision to step back from fashion, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire generations of designers and artists. His work is a testament to the power of imagination, the courage to be different, and the transformative potential of fashion. We're delving deeper into Mugler's pioneering use of futurism in fashion, exploring its lasting impact on the industry and his enduring influence on contemporary designers. By examining his groundbreaking designs, his collaborations with the worlds of film and fragrance, and the cultural conversations he sparked, we gain a richer understanding of a true visionary who dared to dream of a future where fashion and technology intertwined, and where self-expression knew no bounds. Thierry Mugler wasn't just a fashion designer, he was a sculptor of the future, crafting garments that seemed to shimmer with the echoes of sci-fi novels and the glint of a distant metallic cosmos. His early years were a crucible of bold influences, a cocktail of science fiction, architecture, and the space age that would explode onto the fashion scene in the 1970s and 80s. His fascination with the future stemmed from an early immersion in the fantastical. As a child, he devoured sci-fi comics and films like Metropolis, their gleaming chrome cities and sleek spaceships leaving an indelible mark on his imagination. This love for the futuristic soon found its way into his other passion, architecture. He studied interior design, honing his understanding of structure and spatial arrangement, skills that would later translate into the dramatic silhouettes and architectural precision of his clothing. He saw fashion as a vehicle to propel women into this new era, creating garments that embodied both power and liberation. By 1973, Mugler was ready to unleash his vision on the world. His first collection, Café de Paris, was a dazzling introduction, a collision of Parisian underground vibes and his own audacious futurism. He employed unconventional materials like PVC and plexiglass, crafting geometric jumpsuits and sculptural dresses that seemed to shimmer with a metallic, otherworldly sheen. But Mugler was more than just materials. He was a master of construction. His cutting-edge techniques included asymmetrical zippers, innovative draping, and daringly constructed bodices that pushed the boundaries of what fashion could be. Mugler's runways were more than just showcases. They were theatrical spectacles. He transformed the catwalk into a platform for his futuristic narrative and incorporating elements of performance art. One iconic creation was the motorcycle dress, a powerful symbol of the liberated woman of the future. Constructed from supple leather and featuring asymmetrical cuts, it embodied both sensuality and defiance, a far cry from the traditional feminine silhouettes of the time. And finally, there were the robot-inspired ensembles, chrome-plated armor sculpted into elegant dresses and bodysuits. These weren't costumes, they were statements, bold pronouncements of a femininity reimagined, empowered, and ready to conquer the galaxy. Through these iconic pieces, Mugler challenged traditional notions of femininity. His women weren't damsels in distress or delicate flowers. They were warriors, astronauts, and architects of their own destiny. He embraced daring silhouettes, celebrating the strength and sensuality of the female form in a way that was both revolutionary and alluring. Thierry Mugler's early years were a whirlwind of creative fire, fueled by a potent mix of influences and daring innovation. His designs weren't just clothes, they were portals to a future where women soared amongst the stars, wielding confidence and power with every curve and metallic glint. He redefined fashion's boundaries, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire designers and empower women to this day. Thierry Mugler wasn't confined to the catwalk. His futuristic vision spilled over into every medium he touched, weaving threads of sci-fi fantasy into music videos, stage productions, and collaborations with iconic figures. Mugler's work transcended the label of fashion designer. He was a maestro of pop culture, shaping trends and aesthetics with a potent blend of avant-garde innovation and social commentary. Mugler's designs have famously adorned and empowered some of the most influential figures of the era, including Beyoncé, who channeled warrior queen energy in his bold costumes for her I Am world tour, and again for Renaissance. His music video collaborations, like George Michael's Too Funky, were mini-films in themselves, showcasing his theatrical brilliance and futuristic aesthetic. Mugler was never afraid to embrace the unconventional. He incorporated non-traditional metallic fabrics into his designs, creating a sense of otherworldly sophistication. His work with robotic elements, like the chrome-plated shoulder pieces in his stage productions, pushed the boundaries, hinting at a future where humans and machines coexisted in harmonious synergy. But beyond the spectacle, he explored the impact of technological advancements on our lives, questioning our relationship with machines and the potential dystopias they could usher in. Mugler's designs weren't just visually stunning, they were often imbued with social commentary. His environmentalism shone through in designs that incorporated recycled materials and explored the relationship between fashion and sustainability. Mugler's work continues to inspire and ignite conversations. His legacy is a testament to the power of pushing boundaries, challenging norms, and using fashion as a platform for social commentary. He wasn't just a designer, he was a cultural architect, weaving threads of futurism, innovation, and social consciousness into every stitch of his creations. This exploration of Mugler's work beyond the runway is just a glimpse into the multifaceted brilliance of this visionary artist. His influence continues to permeate pop culture, inspiring designers, artists, and everyday individuals to dream beyond the confines of the present and embrace a future where fashion is not just about aesthetics, but a powerful tool for self-expression and social change. Through the years, Mugler's appearance underwent several changes. While some labelled this as an addiction or struggle with plastic surgery, Mugler openly acknowledged having undergone surgeries after various accidents, particularly facial reconstruction after a Jeep and motorcycle crash. He even described his experiences with a frankness bordering on amusement, even incorporating elements of the surgeries into his art and aesthetic. Mugler viewed his body as a living canvas, and his surgeries as extensions of his artistic expression. He never shied away from discussing changes, framing them as deliberate choices to reshape and enhance his image, not struggles against aging or imperfections. Of course, personal interpretations of Mugler's choices are inevitable. However, critics who have framed his appearance changes as a struggle might overshadow the agency and artistic intent behind them. By focusing on his own words and the broader context of his artistic vision, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the man who has made metamorphosis central to his personal identity. Thierry Mugler's legacy isn't a relic of the past, it's a living force pulsing through the veins of contemporary fashion. In Alexander McQueen's theatrical silhouettes and robotic exoskeletons, Mugler's spirit dances. McQueen, like his predecessor, embraced the power of fashion to tell stories, to push boundaries, and to celebrate the human form in all its fierce, unconventional glory. Rick Owens draws inspiration from Mugler's dark edge and fascination with the unconventional. His deconstructed tailoring, architectural forms, and use of unconventional materials like leather and rubber showcase a shared interest in pushing boundaries and challenging traditional notions of beauty. The current creative director of Schiaparelli, Daniel Roseberry, cites Mugler as a major influence. His bold use of color, sculptural forms, and avant-garde techniques echo Mugler's theatrical spirit, while adding a touch of surreal whimsy that is uniquely Roseberry's own. Dutch designer Iris van Herpen shares Mugler's fascination with technology and the future. Her 3D printed dresses, innovative materials, and otherworldly forms push the boundaries of fashion and technology, creating garments that seem to belong on the pages of science fiction novels. Gareth Pugh's dark, Gothic aesthetic and dramatic silhouettes bear a striking resemblance to Mugler's work. His use of feathers, latex, and unconventional materials creates a sense of otherworldly beauty, reminiscent of Mugler's futuristic vision. In recent years, Mugler's work has enjoyed a glorious resurgence. Major exhibitions like Thierry Mugler Couturissime at the Musée des Arts Décoratifs in Paris have reintroduced his groundbreaking designs to a new generation, reminding them of the visionary power that redefined fashion. Mugler was a director of avant-garde spectacles and a master storyteller. He redefined fashion by embracing the allure of the unknown, the power of technology, and the beauty of a liberated, empowered woman. His influence ripples through generations, a testament to the enduring power of a singular vision. From the runways of Paris to the music videos of pop icons, Mugler's echoes are everywhere. And with his line's recent virality, the future seems even brighter, shimmering with the promise of new, dazzling chapters in the ever-evolving story of Thierry Mugler. So the next time you witness a daring silhouette, a metallic gleam, or a touch of theatrical brilliance on the runway or in everyday life, remember Thierry Mugler. Remember the visionary who dared to dream of a future where fashion wasn't just about clothes. It was about pushing boundaries, embracing technology, and empowering individuals to own their unique place in the ever-unfolding story of human expression. Thank you so much for watching. You can find our podcast on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon Music, and you can catch us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at SuperluxSauce. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.